Hi guys, thanks for joining me on my life on a hill. My name is Tracy. Please don't forget to subscribe. So today, yes, men can get pedicure, but in this case it's my son. Yeah, he likes to be pampered and spoiled, and these are his before pictures. And I normally clip their toenails, but I did his dad's pedicure yesterday, so check out a previous video. I'll put a link in the video for you to click on that. So when he sees that, he wants to get pampered as well. So I ended up doing a foot soak and on his feet, and basically it will start looking like this. It will look like this afterwards. Okay, that was the before. Now this is the after picture. So stick around and watch the video to see what I did to transform his feet like this. So I love using Light Elegance product. Their spa treatment smells so good. It's kind of a citrusy type smell to it, scent to it, that I love, and it's really good. It leaves the feet smooth and soft and everything. And I'm just doing this at home, you guys, through this pandemic situation that's going on. Well, regardless, I do their feet anyway. So in the house, I recently got my license. It was something I wanted to do way back in the day. And from I left high school, I wanted to go get my license, and my dad told me no. So I ended up doing other things, got my different degrees. And finally the other day, I'm like, hey, my kids are old enough. I'm just using cuticle oil right here, guys, for the cuticles. If you don't have this, just use coconut oil, okay? So I ended up deciding to get my license. So anyways, I did. And so right now, well, regardless, I was doing everybody's feet anyways, or their manis anyways. And especially in the house where the kids normally like, Mom, come do my toenails. Are you the same way where your kids are like 16 and 12 and they still want you to do their mani and pedi? Yeah, I still do it. So when he saw his dad getting the full treatment, he is the one that wants to be pampered. My oldest is like, nope, I'm good. Don't touch my feet. Just clip them and let's do something else. So I'm just pushing back the cuticles and cleaning off all the dead no, okay, just cleaning it up a little bit. Yeah, so anyways, I decide, hey, are only female allowed to get this treatment? Of course not. And during these quarantine times when people couldn't go out and get their nails done, their pedicure, their manicure, or their hair done in our home, it was getting done. Especially for my husband. My husband cuts hair. When I say he cuts hair, he would qualify more as a barber. And so he never got his license way back in the day, because at the time when he looked into it, when we were younger and not married or anything, before I met him, he was cutting hair. And so I'm like, hey, why don't you get your license? He said, I looked into it, but they wanted you to do cosmetology and everything, and I'm not doing all that. So later on, when I met him, I did my research, and it was a place on Crenshaw that was only barber school. But at the time, it was full time. You had to go full time, and we were really living together and needed an income, or needed incomes. So he couldn't do it, and he was like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I did it, I liked it, I'm done. So, but it's helping us now, because he cuts his own hair. He line it up. He'll call me and be like, huh, can you line me up in the back and around the corner? And then he cuts my boy's hair. And so that's one thing that we didn't have to worry about, thank goodness. And of course, before the quarantine, I was doing their pedicure anyways. So tomorrow, before the week is done, I'm trying to see if I could do it tomorrow. I will have a video of my pedicure up and another style. So, but anyways, with my little one right here, he just disappeared into a mood or a personality when he's getting pampered. So sometimes when my husband is in bed and I come out after putting on all my coconut oil all over my face, my hair, my nails, my feet, and ready for bed, I would pass by and get some lotion and massage his feet. Now, I don't know what that little boy hears. I don't know what he hears. But he jumps on my bed and he pushes his feet to the end of the bed, and he just lays there stiff, like my turn. And we're busted up. And so he is that kid, but my oldest is like, Mom, I can't even look at nails when you're doing them. But anyways, I'm cleaning up the edges. His is not as bad. His is not bad at all in terms of his pedicure. Took me approximately 45 minutes, and my husband took about an hour, and that doesn't include setting up and cleaning up the area, of course. And I didn't do any filing of the heel or anything because for one, my husband couldn't handle, it was too ticklish for him, and then my little one, his feet are still nice and soft, and it was so much fun to do because it's just cleaning up the area and a lot of issues with his feet, with his toes. So it was easy to do. The only thing I regret and I don't like when doing their feet is that I want to put paint, I want to polish it, I want to design it. But don't worry, I'll put mine up. I want to put mine up and see what color I'm going to put this time. But you guys, when I'm done doing a pedicure on somebody, when I get up, I literally have to get up in steps, like on, like my legs are bent, and so I take away the pretzel from my legs, and I wait a minute, then I go a little bit halfway up, I wait a minute, and I lean against the couch, and then it's like I'm about to be 48 in a minute. I should not be in the same position for too long. I cramp up. So, and even though I dance, I went to high school for the arts, I was a dancer. So this is a product that I'll be using, and it's like a mask, it's really nice, and you just rub that all over the feet after you soak it, and just let it sit there for a little bit, put a little bit water to it. And you could also do it I don't want to say dry, but you could mix the same mixture. The first thing that I put in there for the foot soak, you mix that in a spray bottle, shake it up with some water, and you spray it on the feet, and you wrap it, and then you put this portion on, and then you wrap it. Of course, you have to have another damp cloth. So before you do all that, might as well you just soak the feet if you don't have a foot soaker. But you don't need these foot soakers, because the only difference this foot soaker serves is that it vibrates, and it had the little heel part right there. You could put your heel on, and then the top part has a little bumps and lumps so that you could rub your feet on it, things like that, where really they don't really utilize it because their foot is in the water anyways. So, but if you can't go to Rite Aid and get, like I said, you can find this stuff right there, Rite Aid, CVS, 99-cent store, basic grooming stuff for your nails, and just use that if you don't have all this stuff. If you don't have a foot soaker like this, because they run like anywhere from 30 and up, just get a big bowl. If you have a big bowl, just hope your feet ain't big, but because it is, you need a dish. No, I'm kidding. So I'm just after it came out the water, I'm just cleaning up the edges again. And so I told my son, I asked my husband yesterday, I go, well, is it my turn? Can you do my pedicure? He's like, nah, I'm good. So today I asked my son the same thing. I'm like, so you're going to do mommy's pedicure? Nah, I'm good. So, but anyways, so my little caption was like, hey, do men get pedicure too? And of course they do. And that doesn't mean anything, it just means that they like taking care of themselves. You got to groom yourself no matter who you are, male, female, I don't care. Even animals get groomed. Why can't humans get groomed, So I'm just going through the process here of cleaning up after comes out of the water. It releases some of the little like some drier spot becomes more moist, and so you just kind of wipe it up. It's no hard clean, it's just a little cleanup. And so I told them, I said, hey, since they're not going to see your face anyway, they're not going to know whose pedicure I'm doing anyway, I don't have to say it's my son. And I could put some flowers on your toes and paint it pink. He's like, Mom, are you crazy? But I was just kidding with him. One thing my kids know is that I try to have fun in life, and I try not to be serious. And I'm always a clown saying stupid stuff to them. And they're more serious than I am. And I'm like, lighten up. Like sometimes I'll run a joke, and my oldest will look at me like, really, Mom? Really? I'm like, you act like you don't know who your mama is. Especially that my husband's worse than me. My husband clowns for every reason. Sometimes I have to tell him, stop talking stupidness all the time. But then if you see him from far away, you wouldn't believe that. You believe like that dude don't talk, but he does. So anyways, list below or comment below what you have been doing while being quarantined that's something you used to get done professionally. I want to say professionally, it's like you had someone else do it. What are you doing now that's, because you can't, be around people, that you have to do it by yourself? I see people talking about their gray hair. Yeah, go to Rite Aid. There's a shelf where you can spray it in for a minute. But if you have to see some people wash their hair every day. Like my sister says she has to wash her hair every day because it's so oily. For me, my hair is so dry that I have to wash my hair literally 3 weeks, and it could go longer if possible. Once it starts itching, and it doesn't, it's not that it's gross, it's just I can't. My hair is too dry that I seriously can't do it. So but right now I've been getting out of bed and I haven't even been combing my hair. So I want to do a video of washing my hair and show you what my hair really looks like, and just show you, because we're mixed, we're Creole, we're Creole Belizean, which for me, like, you have Creoles from Louisiana and they're black and French. We're black and English, and my dad is black and Scottish, my mom is black and English, but my mom is so mixed, it's like a lot of mixture. And then my dad, his mom is black and his dad is white from Scotland, or Scottish descent. Yeah. So so hence the name. My last name is McNabb, McNab. So yeah, I'm just wiping it up and getting it ready for the final look. And make sure you clean in between the toes. The reason for this, that any spot, any moisture, bacteria likes to live in moisture, so you don't want to get any type of bacteria, especially on the feet where you don't really pay attention, and anyways, because you're normally like the opposite end, the up high, your feet's down low. And you just, what I mean by moisture, not like lotion and things like that, I'm talking about water. And so yeah, I'm just finished up cleaning up after this one came out. So I asked him for my husband's pedicure. I shaved the hair off his toes right there. So I asked my son, I go, do you want me to shave? He's like, no, mommy, leave it alone. Like, I think he's afraid that I'm gonna cut him or something. Like, only girls shave, mommy. No, I'm kidding. He's 12 and he's so, like, this kid, I have to teach him, the value of money, because he'll come, Mom, can I have $5? I'm like, for what? I want to buy something on the game. I'm like, you're buying something you can't touch. At least if you buy the game, you have the game in your hand, but you're buying a character on the game that you have to. And then he calls me, Mom, this is what the $5 bought. I'm like, what is it? I was able to get an afro. I don't know what the heck, I'm just making up stuff. But he's like, I'm like, you're wasting money, I mean, stop. You have to understand that there's other things you can do with your money. Save it. So when I was 14, my parents had a birthday party for me, and people didn't know. They thought it was 4th of July. And so they gave me cash when they realized it was my birthday. They were eating up for free. And they're like, oh my gosh. So I ended up with some money, and my dad called me to the side. I said, hey, come here. You can't spend all this. What you want to do with it? And so I opened an account from I was 14. And I still have that account today. Of course, back then I wasn't putting in a lot. But guess what? I kept some of the money to buy something. I was 14, okay? A doll. I wanted a doll. And this is what my son loves. He loves the massaging and the pampering. Yeah, I bought a doll and I put the rest in the account. So from I was 14, I was taught to be financially responsible. My oldest is like, no, Mom, don't buy that. I already got shoes the other day. I'm like, yeah, that was Christmas. Today's, this is another day. It's December to September. September is your birthday. You're getting shoes. Okay, but nothing expensive. That's that kid. This one right here, with these feet, this is a top coat. So remember, before you put on any kind of polish, you have to dehydrate the nail again. So I just did that with the alcohol. Okay, just wipe it off because it will lift. Yeah. So anyways. He was like, he don't care. He will be like, Mom, this is why for my birthday. And he started naming stuff like, really? Anyways, I'm putting on the cuticle oil and getting ready for the photo shoot. And this is what it looks like. He's like, Mom, I'm not taking any picture. I'm like, hey, you get free pedicure, I get what I want. So anyways, guys, So list below what you had, like I said, what you changed and had to change because of the Rona, and just give you a little behind the scene. This is my tripod. The link will be in the comment below where you could purchase that for 20%. And it's going to be at arkon.com. And these are just some little stuff that I got from my nail room. And I love Light Elegance spa treatment. And it's, oh, that smell, it's just, I don't know, I love it. You know, it's not for everyone. Like citrus smell is not for everyone, but I love it. And just some stuff that I have. I just like take this from my nail room and put it in my little container and bring it to my, and remember these, you guys? That stuff, that right there to me is the best. Better than the purple one right there. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't do that on his feet because his was so soft, and he's like, "Mom, mommy tickle." So yeah, I had it there just in case. And just some stuff I put in there, and then when I'm done, I just put it back in my nail room and put back the container. And then my tripod. I love that tripod, you guys. I hear a lot of people are using it for class and for Zoom. So right there, you press on that and you'll be able to massage. And that little part up top that I showed you is where you could put your heel. And right here is the little bubbles I was telling you about that you could rub it in there and massage the heat. So right there is my young nail file, but I didn't need it on his toe. Anyways, please don't forget to subscribe. It counts.